good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you want to find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world we're in. This is another scene for Unmask Orlando. This evening's scene brings us to the Elysium of Orlando, where I do believe Miss Alexandra Diamond is already at.
Yep.
Give me a second and I will get a photo of our lovely Elysium set up. It is the Hemingway's bar inside the, on the property of, not exactly inside, the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress. And I will let our newest character do her intro.
Oh God, I didn't prepare anything. So I guess Serenity will arrive in her vehicle. I can't remember if she has a vehicle or a
6:40.
taxi she took to get here. And she will step bags and all into Elysium. Like one of her hands is not free because it's wrapped around a very large leather-bound notebook as she's glancing around to see if there's anyone who looks like they belong to her chantry.
At the moment, the only person that is
Well, we
actually
were there. It was
here,
pretty empty, but probably people will be coming.
the only person currently
But
there,
Alexandra, anyway, is in the smoking area after she
aka
had this short
outside,
meeting with Laura. As you can probably see the newcomer, but can't
she
tell
is
much.
outside because there's no
Just a
smoking
person
in the
coming
building.
in.
AKA outside because there is no smoking inside.
Yes, outside. Sheesh, you're the worst.
The only person presently in the room, except for Alexandra, who is out on the patio, is the man at the top of my screen, Conrad. He does belong to Clan Tremere.
Would Papa George have told her this?
I do love that both of your sires' names are George, by the way.
Well, I was first.
First isn't always best, darling.
Oh, but mine is better.
But yes, she would have been given a description of Conrad and several of the other elders of the chantry.
She will slowly and respectfully move closer to what looks like her elders and wait for a chance to be invited to introduce herself.
At the moment, Conrad is just mixing some drinks. And it's just him for the moment. He glances up from the cocktail shaker. I don't recognize you.
Yes, my father, George Ward, sent me to help with chantry business.
He nods. And he will set the cocktail shaker down and extend a hand.
She'll shake his hand with her free hand. Kind of adjust a very heavy-looking notebook as she does.
Conrad von Essen, Elder Clan Tremere.
Serenity Ward. I am a Ancilla of Clan Tremere.
He nods. If you need an intro, the prince. He should be here any minute now. He is on his way with the Primogen.
Well, that kills two birds with one stone, I believe, as they say.
Good. But yes, the woman on the lower half of the screen, as well as this man, walk into the room.
And my heart's shattered.
They are arm in arm. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I've got to play on her where she left the child. She is going to mutter under her breath as quietly as possible, "Well, isn't he a tall glass of water?"
Get in line.
Oh, see, the prince secretly has a harem.
Does he, though?
But yes, they are him and Katya, the primogen of Clan Tremere, come in arm in arm. She is, as usual, wearing her favorite pink power suit.
Alex will greet them, since he's outside. Tell him how happy she is to see them out and about again.
It's good to be out and about again. It's been far too long.
Indeed. So, shall I escort the both of you inside?
Of course.
And now we have a convoy.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Alex is wearing this.
Much more glamorous than the country girl next door style Serenity wears.
Yeah, Alex is like a boardroom bruja.
No, but like I typed, Serenity's hair actually is somewhat nice. It's casually styled, and she's wearing a white to her knees sundress with little yellow daisy like print of flowers across it, yellow wedge heels. And it's clean, it's tidy, it's pretty, but it's not something you would. It's not like a pink power suit. It's girl next door, pretty casual, pretty cheap. Like grandma made it for her.
Aww.
Correction, more like mother made it for her. If it wasn't spaghetti strap, then it would be probably grandma.
Yes, probably feels a bit out of place.
Yeah, like she's looking around like, did I walk into Hollywood?
Florida's Hollywood.
I mean, it is Orlando. Expect, Disney executives and whatnot.
Yeah, and Universal and whatnot.
Hashtag the place of Nanika's birth.
So,
Yeah,
yes, they walk in together. And at that point, Conrad finishes up the cocktails and places them on the bar. Which you see Prince Darien, Katya, both pick one up.
Alex isn't, but she will sit at the bar and say hello to Conrad.
while secretly judging everyone's fashion sense.
Yeah, I'll give him a kiss on the cheek.
Conrad
He's a
sets
friend.
another drink on the bar. It's one of our special ones. Even if you normally can't indulge, you can now. With this one, anyway. He says that to Alex, by the way.
Oh. But yeah, she knows already. Not the first time. She'll take the drink, do a toast to everyone. Look at the new person, quietly judge her fashion.
Because that's what she does.
I mean,
She'll smile very politely back to Alexandra before she'll turn her attention back to her fellow Tremere, and she'll be like, um, "Hi, I'm Serenity Ward. My father, George Ward, sent me to help with situations."
The prince will nod. Ah, yes. He will, extend a hand.
She will take it, and she's trying very hard not to have an accent, but it'll slip out, and she'll be like, "It is mighty fine to meet you, sir."
He'll smile a little bit
Alex is
and,
sipping her drink.
bring her hand up to his mouth and place a gentle kiss on the back of her knuckles. The pleasure is all mine. He always lays on the charm.
I,
No.
I was about to say, can she blush when she has blush of health?
Yes, she can.
Yes.
Yeah, her whole face is beet red.
He smiles a little bit at that and goes to put his arm around Katya. Prince Michael Darien, by the way.
And that would make you the Primogen then. She'll look at Katya. Katya. I can't talk tonight.
Yeah.
Totally okay. Yes. Primogen Katya von Essen. It's a pleasure.
It's so nice to see that we have basically a larger family than back home here.
Does she notice that Conrad and Katya share a last name?
Yes, she does. She's not going to make a comment on it. Not yet.
Okay.
Not in public. She doesn't trust the other person here. In fact, speaking of not trust, she'll look at Alexandra and she'll go, "So who's the
Alexandra Diamond, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm
I
gonna
can extend her hand.
She'll take her hand. Are you an actress with a name like that, ma'am?"
No.
Mm.
And still of Clan Bruja. And I guess jeweler.
Well, the bourgeois are always useful to have around, she'll say with a smile.
It is at that point that these two men walk in.
Of course. You damn it, Sean.
Again, there has to be at least 50% of men Alex bedded in the room at all times, or else the scene doesn't go well, I guess.
Uh, I will say this: as soon as Atticus enters, her face goes an even deeper shade of red than with the prince. I Can I have a drink, please, Mr. Conrad?
Conrad chuckles and puts a drink on the counter for her. It looks and smells like wine. It's just slightly more viscous.
She's going to try not to down it, but to sip it eagerly.
It tastes
This is
just
adorable.
like wine.
Anyway, Alexandra will go and greet them. She will kiss Atticus on the cheeks. She will extend a hand for Clarence and be formal.
Clarence will shake her hand and then,
Sheriff.
as usual, given his upbringing, brings her hand up to his mouth and places a kiss on her hand. I will say, if you do type in the sidebar, It will be seen on the video.
That is
I should give that warning.
I will be gentle with what I type in OOC.
But yes, oh, what do you know? All the Toreadors arrive together.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Well,
Oh, Emma!
OC, where are we?
At the Hemingway
Elysium.
the Elysium.
Oh.
Yeah, Alex will go and hug Emma.
Yeah, she hugs her back. Hey,
This is an adorable little baby.
she is adorable, and she is a baby. Hello, I just thought I'd come.
I see all the roses arrive together.
I mean, I just came. That wasn't planned at all.
It
And
happens.
she'll just wave at the other corridors.
Clarence will move over with Alex. You needed to speak with me.
Yes, please, let's find a table.
He will nod.
Serenity is slowly watching them out of the side eye. Not judging, but almost just keeping an eye on them.
He does before he walks away. Introduces himself as Clarence Alexander, the sheriff of Orlando.
And yeah, I must see Serenity. Because, oh my god, you person! Hi!
Hi, I'm Serenity Ward. I'm an Ancilla of Clan Tremere. It's nice to meet you.
Hi. Oh, by the way, she has a pretty heavy French accent. I'm Emma Martin of, well, as you already know, Clan of the Roses. Apparently we're supposed to do the whole thing here, so Shoulder of the Iron Rose?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I leave something out of my introduction? She'll actually look at the prince and Conrad when she says that.
No, my dear. You're quite all right. Not all of us do full introductions, I suppose. If we did, people would be a little more afraid of me than they are. So,
You would not want people showing up with the torches and pitchforks upon your doorstep.
Now that sounds bad.
but I suppose if you want a proper introduction, Prince Michael Darien, Clan Tremere, child of Carl Schrecht. And you are welcome to roll a knowledge kindred lore to find out just who that is.
Wouldn't that be clan lore?
No, he is a Justicar.
I'm just trying to see what my dice roll for that would be. So
intelligence plus
Intelligence plus kindred lore.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 3 lore for kindreds, and my intelligence is 3, so that'd be 6 dice.
And I'm
Do you need
looking what
someone
I
to roll
have.
it for you, my dear?
I'm opening the thing now. Discord's been
Okay.
running much better since I did some work on it.
Good.
Do
Alex,
we get
are you
any
going to roll?
Do we need any
Am I
kindred
not-
lore?
Am I away? Am I there or am I away?
Clarence has not walked away yet.
Okay, then yes.
And you do get kindred lore as a neonate. You get 1 dot of kindred, 2 of clan.
So 1 of kindred. Okay. So that's a total of 3.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Oh, 1 success is enough. Don't worry about it.
I didn't know what the difficulty was, so I was like the 8 and 9.
Oh, you rolled on the wrong server.
Oh shit! I did too.
No. Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
you
I did. I just saw it was
yeah.
on the Dragon Age.
I did
okay.
too. I did it on the Hangout links. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm deleting it. Don't worry.
It's okay.
Did you get it?
Okay.
Oh, much better roll anyway. All success. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Yes. Those are all successes. That is 6 successes. It's only diff 6.
Oh. Okay.
So, oh, Emma got 3 out of 3 then. Yay!
So little book nerd knows some things. Cool.
Oh yeah, you know exactly who Carl Schrecht is. Carl Schrecht was the Tremere Justicar for... oh god, a long fucking time.
She will keep a polite smile on her face, but her face does pale some.
Older than mom, it would be like the question that Emma would ask herself.
So, quite a prestigious name to live up to.
You could say that. He served as Justicar from the time the Camarilla came about until 1997. So his
And with
sire only just recently stepped down
Okay.
as the Tremere Justicar.
wow,
And see, that is why I don't do proper introductions.
It is rather intimidating, but I'm sure you're just as manly as he was.
what's it got to do?
I was never the warrior that my sire was, but
I don't get what being a warrior has to do with being manly.
I have to agree.
I'll explain it to you later. She'll whisper to Nelson's character.
I mean, you can if you want.
Show respect. Is all she mutters.
he gently pats Serenity on the shoulder.
She actually gets a little tense at the physical touch, and then she's like, "Oh, thank you."
Atticus is going to come sit down and accept a drink from Conrad. And Clarence is going to head off with Miss Alexandra.
Because they have devious things to plot. Well, Serenity's kind of twirling a piece of her hair while watching Atticus.
Oh, Atticus notices this quite readily. But
Yeah,
yes,
that's that.
we will switch over to Alex and Clarence.
Yay, shenanigans and plots.
So,
And
what was
nothing
it
of-
that you needed?
Well, there are some situations happening in the city that, well, I'm sure you are aware of them, but I became aware of them within my domain, no less. About some murders of
He
various
nods. I'm
supernatural.
well aware.
Mm-hmm. Well, as it is, we were last night at the White Wolf Cafe.
That's the one run by the Garu, yes.
Hmm?
Okay.
I was there with Emma and the new Venture arrival. And a maid gentleman came in and started muttering some nonsense that I couldn't understand half of it, but the gist is that there have been many murders of supernaturals and they're investigating them. So I am to give you some contacts. Perhaps you can coordinate with the rest of them, as I assume you're already working on it.
Indeed I am. I
So
don't
open
let
your
the
cards.
murder of kindred go unnoticed in my city.
Indeed. She will open her purse, take out the card that uh, Jared gave her with the address of the library.
Mm-hmm.
This is the man. Call him. I have told him that I'm going to inform you of the situation. And they're
He
supposed
nods.
to be meeting at the library. If there's
Kind of
anything,
raises an eyebrow. The
any concern?
library, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Well, if there's anything I can assist you with, I'm more than willing and capable.
Well, thank you very much. I should probably get to investigating this, so I will let you get back to the others and I will head out.
All right. Good seeing you, Sheriff. Have a nice evening.
He nods and he will go talk to the prince very briefly and then head off.
And Alex will just get up and go and chat up Atticus.
Yes, as we flash back to the main bulk of the group, where actually I can swap over to the prince for a moment so I can clear that. Welcome back. But yes, there we go. So Atticus is at the bar. You know, the prince, Katya, and Conrad are kind of off to the side, talking just a bit.
I guess at that point, Serenity will sit where the cup of wine for her had originally been placed at the bar, and she'll kind of flip her notebook open and jolt down some notes about everybody around her so far.
Alexander will actually ask Atticus if he knows anything about the situation with her shipment that went to
He
shit.
nods. And I can get you whatever information is in the news. I can also see if I can suppress the story if you like.
That won't be necessary anymore. I have contacted different suppliers. I'd rather not risk any, bad reputation to my
Atticus.
brand.
He kind of glances up. I seem to be lacking a rather important position in my court, and I was hoping you might fill it. Atticus looks kind of taken aback. Whatever position it is, I would gladly take it, my prince. Good. Then I would name you Atticus of Clan Toreador, child of Adelaide Dubois, child of Violetta, child of Prince Francois Villon of Paris, child of Helena. I would name you my Master of Harpies. Atticus stands up and bows to the prince. Thank you, my prince. I will carry out my duties with well, all of the gusto that you know my clan can. Good. Now that that's done, let's have a drink.
Yes, I believe the celebration is in order indeed.
Emma was looking bored at the whole Camarilla thing, and then she hears of drink, and she pops up. What drink?
It's not safe to overindulge, ma'am.
It's not like
I
we're
won't
gonna
get
die
drunk.
of alcohol poisoning.
That too, but I won't get drunk. I'll be careful.
Does her just routine, polite smile at Emma. There's something a little darker in her eyes, though.
Atticus is currently sipping on his own drink.
While OC notes Serenity is thinking, I should have never stopped painting class. I want to paint this man.
I mean, there's a lot of people who want to paint him, so.
Yeah, he's absolutely paintable. Among other
Not
things.
that kind of paint.
And yes, he does have the tattoos.
How'd he get them?
You do realize there's a Tremere ritual that allows tattoos and piercings to become permanent, right?
Also, if he got them before his embrace, they would still be there.
That would not be possible.
No.
I mean,
He's not a neonate. He's
tattoos have been around for a long fucking time.
not
not
this
tattoos
quality.
in that particular style or with
Okay,
color,
Yeah, true.
really.
Yeah.
In the ritual, it was. She'll kind of go, oh, it's good to see more people in town have ink.
I can thank Conrad for these. At least making them permanent.
Yeah. You will notice, even in a spaghetti strap dress, though, you cannot see her tattoos.
He will raise an eyebrow at that. And where might yours be?
Why don't you ask my father? He's the one who inked me. She'll reply with a smile.
I could just find out for myself. And he gives her a playful wink.
She'll tilt her head very innocently at him. I do believe you tried to flirt with me, am I correct?
You would be correct.
Buy me dinner first, is all she says.
Oh, Miss Ward, if you'd like my advice, I'd take him up on his offer.
She raises an eyebrow. Well, Miss Diamond, why would that be of any experience to anyone in this room?
Because she knows just how good I can be.
She's not going to say anything. She's going to make a quick note before closing her notebook and closing the leather strap over the leather cover. Mr. Conrad, I feel like I need another drink. Is that all at all possible?
Conrad nods. Drinks for Kindred are on the house.
Oh, lovely. Sometimes I wonder if maybe I should have continued going to university. She'll look at Atticus while she says that.
Atticus raises an eyebrow.
Well, you're fairly easy to read, but Miss Diamond is a little more closed off, or you're putting on a mask.
Oh, please,
I'm
do
easy
tell.
to read, Do tell me, what do you get when you read me?
An artist with a pretty face, who apparently is quite experienced with many people here in the city.
Oh, I'm no artist. I prefer to get my art performed in way of writing.
Writing can be a form of art. Poetry or stories.
Journalism.
Ah, a noble task.
Atticus, right?
Yes, Atticus Knight.
Can I follow you home tonight? My sire always told me to follow my dreams.
Serenity has begun to choke on her cup of wine.
And she goes, can I follow you home tonight? My sire always told me to follow my dreams. And she'll smile.
Oh, Emma.
Oh, you are adorable, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Apparently it's why my sire chose me. Well, part of it. The otherwise, apparently people were trying to kill me, and she doesn't like people trying to kill people she loves.
Understandable. You are welcome to follow me home tonight, if you wish.
Good to know. And she'll give him a wink.
Emma is adorable.
By the way, anytime you're kind of around Atticus, there seems to be an odd cold breeze.
Oh yeah, I was actually looking at his overlay and looking at my rituals I have and such. If anything could help, I don't think Auspex would help in this though.
No, cold breeze just kind of is a thing that never goes away.
She'll kind of shiver. She'll like lean over. Unfortunately, leaning over though does give them a little bit of a collarbone view as she kicks open the trunk that's with her and pulls out a shawl and closes it and wraps it around her shoulders.
I'm sorry,
So-
I'm afraid that is my doing.
It is quite all right. I've met others of my family like that.
By the way, since you got one reading wrong, why don't you go ahead and tell me what you read from me?
Well, you already told me I was wrong about you starring in any kind of films, so.
Well, I'm terribly flattered.
She'll kind of lean back and tilt her head. With how much respect many people are showing you in here, I don't think my other original idea of you is right either. But you are.
Raise an eyebrow on that.
This might sound a little inappropriate, and I'm pretty sure if I offend anyone, my clan will correct my behavior. She kind of looks at the prince and them. Do you run, like, the bondage scene in town or something?
No, actually, that would be my sire.
Yes, I don't run it, but
Good.
She's
Okay.
certainly a
part of
patron.
it.
I give up. She smiles. I have
I
no.
have a jewelry store in Miami, and I'm opening one here.
Ah, that's why I've never really been in a jewelry store, so I don't know anything about them.
Oh, dear. Well, we'll have to fix that as soon as I open.
I mean, it's fine where I get my jewelry. You just go down to a thrift store and you can find anything there for a better price.
Question,
Anything?
what level of auspex does everyone in the room have?
On
0.
Two.
3.
Okay.
By the way, when she says that, I'm looking from Emma to Atticus, back to Emma, back to Atticus. What is it saying now? What's a thrift store?
I'm sure Atticus.
Without saying anything, just, eyeballing it. Like,
A moment later, you would see this man appear right next to the prince, kind of leaning over to whisper something in his ear.
Serenity's not going to say anything, but she's going to stare right at the man as if, hey, I see you.
Oh no,
Does
you all
Marcus?
see him. He's come out of obfuscate. When you speak, you automatically exit obfuscate.
Oh, well, yeah.
Alex will wave at him.
What?
He has his
What?
back turned to most of you. The prince
Oh.
is the only one he's currently looking at.
Then I won't wave.
Damn it!
Isn't he a fast one? Serenity's gonna mutter.
He's
And
a
her southern
sneaky one.
accent is gonna slip out as she mutters that.
What kind of accent?
She hides it, but she's got a accent that blends between her time in the South and the time in California. So it sounds really funny when her southern accent comes out.
Why do that Nosferatu always do that?
And
Cause
he then moves
Why?
over and whispers something in Conrad's ear as well. And you see the vodka bottle that he is holding shatter as he grips it.
Serenity is going to offer her handkerchief to Conrad.
Before he pushes past Tyrone and walks out of the building.
That's not good. She'll just like look at Tyrone confused, and like between him and the prince.
Tyrone's gonna quietly just start sweeping up the glass and whatnot and not say a word to anybody.
Do I even? It's not any of my business. She'll just shake her head.
Alex is internally debating if she should follow Conrad or wait for anyone to say something.
It would be
She's
safe to
actually looking at the
assume
prince.
from how Conrad reacted that he's probably pretty angry. And you've seen what he and Castiel could do physically. It probably would not be a good idea to follow him at the moment.
Yeah, I know, but on the other hand, I trust him.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? At this point, Serenity has pushed her second wine glass away and goes, I shouldn't drink anymore. If any of you want them, you're welcome to it.
Seems that Marcus has struck back.
You're.
Where?
Is this the trouble that I was asked to come help with?
Probably. And as for where, it was another one of the Tremere neonates.
No.
It was not. No, it wasn't
Not
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Not Alyssa. God, no, she's been with Castiel since we got out.
He's just going after neonates. Well, at least Tremere neonates.
Serenity
They were
at this.
the only one that was alone. I tried to warn them not to go off alone, but...
Yep. Serenity has actually bit her lip open while trying to restrain her opinion on this situation.
It was one of Conrad's apprentices.
Oh. Yeah.
Prince,
Let's leave him alone.
Primogen and Vanessa, I think we should speak.
Hang on, I gotta pull up this so I can clear it. I agree. Come then.
She'll follow
Actually,
them wherever.
you know what? Whatever can be said, it can be said in front of everyone.
I'm not exactly certain about that.
Well, we know Marcus isn't here.
Not to offend anyone. In any case, if this is what you prefer, I have been given the contacts of an individual who can locate a person, should they know their name. I have not gone to meet with them quite yet.
Are you referring to Bastian Giovanni?
No, that was the other option.
Emma frowns when she hears that name.
Because at current, Bastian is rather...
Yes, I might have heard something about it. In any
He has
case,
not informed us as to why he is so prickly at the moment. But I intend to find out.
Because it's
so
Giovanni,
am
says
I.
Margot under her breath.
You mean Emma?
Says Emma under her breath. She's like, because he's a fucking Giovanni.
Hardly.
So am I, and I intend to do whatever I can to get us to help out. But until then, I believe that it would be beneficial to seek out this individual. At least we'll be able to know where he is at the moment. Maybe be able to prepare a bit better. As for the Dawn, there must be a way to approach him.
Yes, we will have to quell whatever bruised his ego. But for now, go nowhere alone. Everything we do from here out until this is taken care of, we do at least in pairs.
I will
If
stop.
not groups.
I will stop traveling alone around Orlando then.
She nods.
I guess I can start doing that tomorrow since I came alone tonight.
Uh, she's now also looking over a map of Orlando with like written directions on it.
This man comes in, looks at everyone, and looks at Kasha and frowns. And he'll go
I
to
assume
Kasha.
you heard.
Yes. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Conrad, on the other hand, has... Well, you know Conrad.
I know. I'll talk to him. Give him a little space.
Yes, give him
For a little bit.
space, unless you want a broken nose, and I'd rather you not. You're far too pretty for that.
And he'll smile.
However, he is out there by himself.
He is, and to be honest, if anyone can handle Marcus, it's him. His will is nigh indomitable, and physically he outstrips Marcus in every way.
Permission, may I ask 2 questions?
Yes, of course.
First of all, I do not know who this new person is.
This is Arjun. He is Clan Ravnos, and a staunch friend to our clan.
It's a pleasure to meet you. You will
Well,
nod. She'll like he's pretty or something, but she doesn't give him as much attention as she did Atticus. Secondly, uh, who is Marcus? I was only told there was a violent situation you needed help with.
Marcus is my sire and Conrad's.
Hmm.
He is also a member of the Red List.
Her eyebrow twitches a little. Okay, well, that's definitely a situation that needs handling.
Yes, yes, it is.
Um,
And it's one we have been planning on handling for some time now, but situations got in the way.
he will die.
um,
She'll
danger,
lean up and kiss Arjun's cheek.
danger always comes where you least expect it. She'll say and go back to looking over her map.
By the way, did Conrad leave on foot or he left normally?
Oh, he left.
Yeah, I mean, car out.
Oh no,
Not
you
just
saw
storming.
him go out onto the front porch and he used Path of Mercury and teleported.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Like full on black swirling smoke.
Yeah, no, I
Poof.
wouldn't even know where to look for him, so no.
Make some friends to help you find him.
Well, he's pissed. And
But yes.
I'm not positive I know how to calm him down, so
That was
let's
an
leave it at that.
oath.
Yeah.
At this point, she's going to show the map with directions to the Primogen. She goes, final ushering for me. Do you know where this is? This is where I'm supposed to be staying.
Yeah, she takes the map. I've only been here for a month or two. You may want to entreat someone who has been here a little longer and someone who, despite my best attempts, I've still yet to get a harness on the more modern things.
As far as I can tell, it's downtown.
Atticus pipes up at that point. Let me have a look.
She'll show him the map.
Oh,
Very awkwardly blushing as she shows it to him because, him knowing
you're
where
right down
her.
the road from me.
Oh,
Or,
joy!
well, right down the road from Insomnia, anyway.
Well, I guess you're getting two ladies following you tonight.
I suppose so.
A lady does not give chase, Miss Diamond. She is chased.
I don't necessarily subscribe to such old-fashioned ideas. If I want
She is
something, I
smirking
take it.
playfully when she says that to Diamond.
Yeah, so
But
yeah,
yes,
it's a fight back.
I can show you where this is. That's not a problem.
Thank you, Mr. Atticus. That makes my night
Are
20
you
easier.
assuming I'm not a lady? And shows that she's obviously being playful.
I actually assumed you were a teenager.
I'm 20. Technically 29.
You have a very
24.
youthful face.
I mean, I was 24 when I was, embraced. But yes,
To be fair, you both have very youthful faces.
I will not state the age I was upon my death, is all she responds with.
No, but
And
I
it
can
would be
tell.
impolite of me to ask. You never ask a
Although
lady her age.
I can deduct, however, that it was sometime in some previous century, judging by some old-fashioned ideas you hold, my dear.
She kind of just smirked. She goes, I don't know if it's been a century yet.
No, Miss Diamond. Be
It was
nice.
after the 20s, I'll tell you that, is all she says.
Anyway, we should be going. Miss Ward, you will come back with us, at least for now. I would prefer all of the Tremere stay in one place as to be safe.
I mean, I did promise my father as soon as possible I would step into the home and begin the ritual, so I needed to kind of do that before the night ends, my friends.
He snaps his fingers, and from one of the doors comes it's clearly a ghoul. Take him with you then.
She looks uncomfortable about having a ghoul with her, but she nods, of course. And I promise all the safety procedures that are at the group home, I'm sure he would get what she's referencing, will be implemented where I'm staying.
Good. At the moment, we are not staying at the Chantry. We are currently living with a elder of Clan Bruja, as the Chantry is compromised.
No, that's not good. Well, when it comes to combat, you have my spear.
He nods.
I will walk the shadows and cut down your enemies, is all she says, and she begins to collect her things.
The ghoul will help her pick up her things and carry them if necessary.
She'll let him take the suitcase, which
He
is like
looks
a
pretty.
1920s style luggage thing on wheels.
Yep, he will. He will gladly take the luggage and carry it for her.
Mr. Atticus, will you still be showing me the way?
Indeed, I will.
Mm.
Emma, my dear, you said you would like to follow
Oh,
me
you
home
go.
this evening.
Well, yeah, I'll follow. I always follow my dreams. And she'll wink.
So Serenity at this point has lost control and rolled her eyes. And she's like, so what is insomnia as they leave?
Ah,
I know the dictionary.
Insomnia is a BDSM club owned by my sire.
Her face turns red again. I see.
And it is a communal haven for the Toreador should they wish to use it.
Once they're at the entrance and farther from the prince, she will state, for showing me to my new home, do you guys need any security implemented?
Ah, no, we had already taken good care of that with the help of Conrad.
That's good. I would hate to see anything happen to anyone I've met so far.
His wards are impressive, to say the least.
I would love to see him work some night.
Oh, poor Bubba.
Oh, baby.
I think I will stay at the Tremere. Well, I think I will stay with the Tremere. Um, my side told me to stay along. When I told her about everything that's going on, she told me to stay around well, around Eve. Otherwise, she will undo. She will undo whatever someone hurts me, does to me. Well, her exact words was she will make them wish they were dead.
Technically, we're all dead, my dear.
I don't think
Well,
there's a safer place than your clan's home, honestly.
right now, well, not my clans, but the Tremere, you mean?
No, the club.
Oh,
I mean, just
After
think
all,
it'd be safer there for you. And neonates of my clan can get a little antsy, I believe is the right word. She says, looking at the primogen.
Yes, my dear, the neonates do tend to get bothered by being stuck for so long, and trust me, we have been stuck for quite a while.
And
guess I'll just have to stick around with you then, for safety's sake. I shall smile.
well, Serenity is going to take her leave when Atticus is ready.
Yeah, Atticus will head off with her, and he has a very, very nice car. It is a large SUV. And actually, with everyone heading off, I believe we can end our scene there. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene for Unmask Orlando. See you next time.